Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. This is part two of our 40-day experience in taking our lives to the next level, setting goals, dreams, and visions that you have and you want to accomplish in only 40 days or less. This is a precursor, pre-runner leading up to our launch on the 1st of August. So I'll let some of you get in the meantime here. So let me go ahead and check my phone. I just heard it ding, so I need to make sure that it's off so you don't hear that interruption. Okay. Well, I hope yesterday's training was very helpful. Today we want to get into it just a little bit more. And of course, I want to encourage you to be part of this community. If you're not a member yet, please consider becoming a member. Many of you can follow me, of course, on Facebook, Strategic Secrets on Facebook. You can check out our website, strategicsecrets.com. And for those who are brand new, if by chance ever you are on here and you are brand new, my name is Chance, U.S. Navy veteran, #1 best-selling author, and implementation strategist. I also serve locally as a minister of several congregations here and also overseas. We provide leadership and vision in those respects as well. So, how about you? Who are you? Where are you from? Let us know. Send us a message, send us an email, chat if you would like. But we appreciate having you here. Today, what we want to cover today is very simple. Today, we're going to talk about, I'm going to review, of course, what it is that this whole launch and achieving goals in 40 days is all about. And then we're going to talk about how to set goals. Because remember, you have still several days, about 5 days leading up to the event. So you want to begin getting clear right now. This is about clarity. These next few days, we're going to be trying to get clear. Some of you are preparing for the weekend. So what you're going to do is you're going to be thinking about what it is that you want to achieve and start crystallizing that, because we are only trying to work on one major goal that will have a ripple effect on other areas. So we are working on three levels. One is for yourself, another is for family related, and another is for total strangers. How can you bless people? How can you make an impact in other people's lives in only 40 days? Okay, so what is it all about? So this is a challenge. You have entered several challenges before, right? There are many challenges to do different things. So likewise, we have a challenge where we are empowering you, motivating you, encouraging you to be able to finish the year strong. This is all about, your goals and vision that you set for the year. But if you think about it, we only have 5 more months left. And so many of us, we are behind, some are catching up, and some have totally abandoned some of the goals and dreams and visions that you have. So if you want to recapture that, this is a good opportunity to enroll. So this challenge is going to be starting from August the 1st until September the 10th. Okay, so 40 days. And what we're looking for is getting at least 40 people to enter this challenge. 40 days of impact, 40 days of achievement, 40 days of greatness and success. We want you to focus specifically on a major goal in your life that you want to accomplish. For me, we've already set several. Number one, we want to be able to release a book or two by September. And so we're already working on that. And then we have, my son, of course, that's something I want to teach him to swim with before 40 days. And then randomly blessing and impacting people. So we're going to try our best to do one a day, see if we can touch one person's life each day, whether that be, from your church or from the community, homeless people, total strangers, overseas, wherever it can be. We want to just be a blessing to someone's life. So we do it in several ways. Some maybe monetarily, words of encouragement, writing, different things along those lines. Just trying to be a blessing to someone. And so I think that if imagine if you touch 40 people in 40 days. Think of the ripple effect that is, right? We said the world is bad, the world has a whole lot of problems, but again, sometimes it's just simply because good people sit by and we don't do anything. So I want you to take this challenge very seriously. It's going to be powerful, okay? So 40 days of impact, 40 days of greatness, 40 days of achieving a meaningful, significant goal in your life. So think about the goals that you want to achieve in a particular area. So let's say health wise, maybe someone might want to lose weight, some want to even gain weight, some want to be able to get on an exercise program, a diet particular program, or you might want to be able to just get consistent and develop the habit of exercising, eating right, or anything along those lines. Relationship, it can be something like that. Renew your vows. Actually, in a few weeks, we're going to be doing that for a couple as well. They've been married for over 20 years, but they're going to be renewing their vows. So something along those lines, whatever you want to improve and increase more of in your life. It could be paying off a debt. It could be making some extra income, getting back into school, completing a certificate program or certification, whatever it may be, spiritually reconnecting with God, transitioning to a new church, or being able to, study the Word of God more faithfully, have a quiet time consistently, start journaling again. All of these are good and all of these are proper, but try to find, like we said, a major goal, meaning something that is significant, that when you do achieve it, it can have a ripple effect in your life, in other parts of your life, or be a extra blessing to many other people. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at. Why the focus? Because focus is important. So sometimes of course, procrastination sets in, right? There are many things we try to do. We all set goals. We say we want to achieve the goals, but what happened is we end up procrastinating. We end up, jumping on this one, jumping off that one, getting overwhelmed, whatever the reason may be, and we are not really focused. And not only that, but some goals we've differentiated between this before. You have goals, you have dreams, you have visions, we have wishes. So many goals actually fall into the category of a wish, meaning that we really didn't set it as a goal with plans and so forth as what we need to be doing. So we just wish and hope that somehow it will happen, but we're not really too focused on it. So setting a time frame lets you focus intently, strategically, and you build up momentum over time. And that momentum becomes a big crescendo that will actually be able to topple the goal in due time. So that's why we like to have the focus. Not only that, but it's not too long. And of course, it gives you, because that's at least 30 days is pretty much 4 weeks, right? So you have pretty much like 5.5 weeks roughly to be able to accomplish this particular major goal. So think about it. You can do great things within 40 days. You can truly make an impact. And so take your time. This is preparation. We're going through the preparation phase. We're preparing to accomplish the big goal. But come on the 1st of August is when we actually start implementing. So now is the time for you to get focused, get clear, and then we begin executing on the 1st, okay? On the 1st of August, we are going to begin day one implementing all the way for 40 days. That's when the clock starts for the program and for the challenge. It's on August the 1st. So let's talk about how do we set goals? How do we set goals that are good for us? So number one, what you want to do is you want to write it down. Write down your goal concretely, specifically, okay? Not I want to lose weight. That's not a good goal already. So when I say you want to set a goal, I mean you want to say to the effect, I want to lose 10 pounds in 40 days. See, that's a specific goal. I want to be able to pay off my debt by September the 10th, 2019. Are we there? I want to be able to complete my certificate or this particular course on leadership, on grant writing. I want to be able to do that within 40 days. If you have a nonprofit, we want to be able to increase our donor base by 10% in the next 40 days. We want to be able to raise $50,000 in the next 40 days. Those are the kind of things that we are talking about. So you must first and foremost write down what it is that you plan to do and achieve in those three areas. One for yourself. So that was for yourself. What are you going to do? For your family member in that department, what are you going to do specifically for a family member, someone in your close network or in your sphere of influence? What are you going to do to be able to help them? So, okay, I'm going to help my sister build her boom. I'm going to be able to help my veteran friend find a new job in 40 days. I'm going to be able to help my son or my daughter to learn an instrument, something along those lines. You name the instrument because you don't want to say just an instrument. You want to be specific. Everything must be specific. So that's the kind of stuff. And then for the total stranger, we can say, in 40 days, I want to be able to volunteer at 4 different, community places or nonprofit organizations, local food pantry, whatever it may be. I want to be able to do that. In the next 40 days, I'm going to be going on a mission trip so I can be a blessing to X, Y, and Z people from X, Y, and Z country or state or city along those lines. Okay. So getting clear helps you now to eliminate a lot of fluff because you're clear on what you want. So therefore, you're also technically clear on what you don't want. So if I say I want to lose 10 pounds, I'm supposed to be giving me a sense of clarity that I don't want to gain, an extra 10 pounds. Or because I know if I'm going to focus on losing that, I also need to organize my life and my body in a certain way. Okay, so what's the goal that you're going to work on specifically in those 3 areas? Then after you write it down, now we need to have a plan. Okay, we need to come up with a concrete, systematic plan. So what are you going to do? What are the steps that you're going to take to be able to achieve the goal? Now we're making it into a tangible reality. So if you think about it, when we want to build a house, the homeowners or the architect don't just say, well, I want a house and a house appears. No, first we conceive the idea in our minds and we are specific. I want to build a house. I want to build a 4-bedroom house with 3 bathrooms in X, Y, and Z estate or, street or wherever, right? So you pick the location specifically. We want a house in the country that can, on 5 acres or more, something like that. So then you have to go to work now. So what do? They have a blueprint. They just can't work because if you just end up working, you're going to make a lot of mistakes if you're not clear on what your plan is. Now, of course, plans can change, but at least we need to have something to begin the journey. It's like having a GPS, right? I'm going to plan a trip to go to some place. I'm going to drive there. I've never been there before. So I need the GPS to tell me the turns and whatnot. So I plug in my direction before I get in the car, before I drive off. So that way in the middle, I'm not like, oh, well, where are we going? But guess what? Just like a GPS too, you can detour while you're en route, but it's already has something calculated. So it just finds the next best route. So you have to have that plan written down, which are steps in achieving the goal. So let's say again we take several. So you want to lose weight. So the first thing, maybe if you don't have a gym membership, you might want to do that because that can probably help. Or you find a trainer. I want to have a personal trainer to help motivate me and keep me encouraged. Or you find a partner. Who can I recruit? Family, friend, coworker to actually help me, maybe go to the gym with me or to walk with me, however you want to do that. Okay, so we want to do that. Then we're going to say, okay, what's my dietary plan going to look like? So that means I need to eat 2 or 3 meals a day only, no snacking between meals. I need to have 8 glasses of cups of water a day at these times throughout the day. I'm going to be able to get my sleep, my beauty sleep at this specific time each night. I'm going to be going to bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30, whatever it may be. And I'm going to wake up exactly at this time. I'm going to be going to the gym at X, Y, and Z time for how many times a week. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to go to the gym. And then on Tuesdays and other days in between, I'm going to be actually walking at home or in my community. That's how we get specific on there. So if you want to, let's say you're going to take some kind of test or certification program. So we say, okay, based on the schedule that I now have, what are my study days and my study times? So again, on Sundays, I'm going to be studying for 2 hours between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Those are my study hours. Also, I'm going to get a tutor, someone who can help me strategically get through this particular program, or I'm going to be able to pay X, Y, and Z amount of money to begin the course. Okay, so these are the kind of way that you really want to assess whether or not you're making progress and assess whether or not you are achieving your goals. So again, let's recap. So in order to achieve the kind of goals that you want in only 40 days, right, we must be tactical, strategic. That's why we love that name, Strategic Secrets. So goal setting is not wishing. Okay, if you just say, I want to be able to do something or achieve this thing, and there's no plan, there's no goal, there's nothing around it, what's going to happen is you're just going to kind of wish, and it's going to be nebulous, and we pretty much gonna, it's kind of in the back of my mind, like I'm gonna get around to it. But those are not really goals, right? Those are kind of, some desires, but they're nebulous, and so that's why we procrastinate. That's why we, get overwhelmed, or we just toss them by the side. And we all know this, right? In the beginning of the year, we set all these resolutions, and then by the 15th of January, most people abandon the goals. So, but as a professional, okay, as a professional, we cannot have this type of attitude. We have to be achievers in many different ways. But we are saying now the focus is, if you can focus intently on doing certain specific actions and habits and disciplines, in 40 days, you can see a lot done, more than if you were just, going through the year just casual and so forth. So number one thing you want to do is set the goal and put it in writing, and it must be specific. Again, we cannot say, I just want to lose weight. We must say, I'm going to lose 10 pounds by September the 10th, 2019. All right. I am going to be able to pass this exam by X, Y, and Z date. I am going to be able to do my vows renewal on August the 25th, 2019, something along those lines. So you must have it written down. It must be concrete. It needs to be in writing. Okay. Now, writing, of course, we have writing instrument. That's not the point. So you can write it on paper, write it in a book, write it on a journal, write it on your fridge, write it in your iPad or your phone, whatever you use. Those options are pretty much fine. But if it's not written down, most likely, trust me, you're probably not going to get it done. It must be written down. So I hope we are clear on that. So after we write the goal down, the next step we said that we need to do is now we need to make it a plan. So a goal without a plan, it still can become nebulous, okay? At least it's written down, it will be concrete, but how are we going to achieve it? So if we say we're going to build a house, we need the blueprint to be able to make that happen. So that's what I want you to focus on. So after you have the goal written down, these are the steps. Step number one, I'm going to lose the weight. Have my gym membership. I have my personal trainer. I have my, if you're going to do supplementation, these are the supplements that I'm going to use. If you're going to run and walk, you might want to get some new shoes if you haven't had any type of shoes, or I'm going to buy some outfit so that I can walk and exercise and do those different type of things. So those are all little steps to take that will lead up to the big goal, okay? And that's it. So it can be as detailed as you want it to be. Don't put too many goals. I mean, too many steps on there, but because you can break those down in daily tasks. Because again, we don't want it to be overwhelmed. Now, some people, depending on how I'm a kind of left brain thinker myself, so very analytical and detailed. But you don't have to be totally like that. You just want to have a good step-by-step plan, though, and make sure they're concrete step. Again, nothing nebulous. Okay. Nebulous meaning is just kind of generic, vague. We want it to be specific as possible, so that way we know exactly what we're going to do when we're going to do it. So again, for those who want to be doing maybe something academic, you want to say, okay, again, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, from this time to this time exactly is when we're going to be studying. This is what I'm going to get together with my group. If you're going to be writing a book or creating a movie, you want to say, okay, we're going to shoot from X, Y, and Z time. Another thing is, okay, we're going to fundraise. Okay, so that means we need to recruit X and Y, Z amount of people or donors per day, per week, per month, whatever the case may be. We want to get all of those in writing. So let's click here and see how we're doing. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to write it, but I'm going to just pause just a moment to get a sip of water. Alrighty, next step. So after we have set the goal, we've written it down, we've got our steps, our plan, that's our master plan, our blueprint, as it were. Now, building a house, they can wish it, they can dream it, they can think it up. If they don't have a plan, it's not going anywhere. But now we have the plan and the blueprint, we need the workers. So that's where the execution comes in. And that's really what we are doing. So the clearer you get between now and the 1st will be the better. Because again, come August the 1st, for 40 consecutive days, we're going to be executed. Okay, so the challenge, the 40-day challenge begins on August the 1st all the way through September the 10th. Okay, those are the days of the challenge. Okay, if you want to get into the challenge, please remember you can go to strategicsecrets.com/challenge. Or for those of you, if you are on your computer, you can click on the right side of your screen here. You'll be able to see where you can, pretty much click on that and go register. It's only $1 a day, okay? And that's also to hold you to the, hold you accountable. So it's not something where you're going to enrich anyone, but it's for your own self to kind of put a little bit of fire on you. You're going to have access to a private portal. We're going to send you email reminders. There's some videos in there from the last launch, but you want to make sure that you get in there and become part of it. If you're on your mobile device, your phone or something like that, your iPad, right at the bottom where you're watching this video at this time, you can click there and you can click on the offer button to say reserve my seat now. Okay, you cannot enroll after the 1st. Okay, so we still have a few days, but please get in there. We are looking for 40 people to take the challenge together. That's the idea. I want 40 people to take this challenge, 40-day greatness challenge, right, where we are going to be setting and achieving goals together, a major goal in some area of your life. And it's going to be a trifecta blessing, right? Number one is yourself, some goal that will help and benefit and bless you. Number two, a goal that will bless your family, those closest to you. And totally a goal that will be a blessing to total strangers. Okay, so my 3 goals: number one, on the self level, is to be able to release a brand new book or two on September the 10th, which is actually my birthday. Okay, that's my 40th birthday. Hence, we are launching this 40-day challenge again at this time of the year. Secondarily, to teach my son how to swim in the next 40 days. He's 5 years old and he doesn't know how to swim yet. That's my goal, is to make that a possibility for him. Then thirdly, I want to be able to bless a random person every single day, whether that be words of encouragement, exhortation, monetarily, fundraiser to some organization, or go volunteer somewhere. So that's what I'm going to be planning to do every single day. Pick a random person, maybe go to the hospital and minister to someone there. I can't sing well, but when people are sick, they'll take all of that. So something to cheer people up, to bless people, even the homeless people. I plan to walk with change. I don't normally walk with money, but during the 40 days, I want to walk with money on me, so that way, in case I meet people along the roadside and do stuff, I'm not, no judgment here. We just want to be a blessing. So imagine if we can bless 40 people together already. What a difference that we can make in only 40 days. If we all enroll in this program and we were to touch 40 people each, that's going to be 1,600 and something people, right? I should know that, right? 40 times 40 is 1,600 people, right? So there we go, 1,600 people. That right there would be a significant blessing. So that's what I'm saying is multiplication and impact can happen in a short period of time. We don't have to wait long periods of time to make this type of impact, okay? So, and remember, this is only the second time we've ever launched this program in Strategic Secrets University and Community, because what we try to do is we focus on our community. We're not necessarily, if you notice, some people get access to us, like I said, on Facebook. Some people get access to my other books and whatnot. But this community right here, Strategic Secrets University and Monetize Your Skills Academy, we are just a family of like-minded people who want to achieve greatness, who wants to, break barriers, and who wants to be able to do greatness. So that's why we're talking about 40 days of greatness, impact, success, achievement. That's the kind of stuff. That's what we're all about. So we kind of hopeful that as the net is wide, it gets narrower as we go in. So the 40-day challenge is we just try to get 40 people at a time to try to go through this program together, this challenge together, and achieve something major. It must be major. Major means that when you achieve this goal, it topples and it ripples into other areas of your life. So if you were to say make $10,000, that will help increase your happiness, your marriage. It will be able to help pay off some debt and all of these different things. So you see, just that one goal achieves so many others. If you were to lose weight, what's going to happen? You begin to feel good, your marriage improves, your self-confidence, self-esteem improves. Not only that, you have more energy, so your productivity levels and performance level goes up. So all of these different things. So that's why we say, if you can't think of what to do, set a goal in your health, in your finances, and in your relationships. Those 3 areas, we have found, research has shown that when a person improves any of those 3 areas, it ripples effect into every other area of their life. So that's what I'm leaving here with you, okay? So let's go. We still have one more though. We still have 2 more. So after we have the blueprint, meaning you have your step-by-step, how you're going to achieve the goal. then we want to lay it out now into our activities on a daily basis or weekly basis. So remember, 40 days is we're going to do it in increments of 10 days at a time, okay? Because 7 is kind of throwing it out. So, a week, there's 7 days in a week, but we're going to do it in 10-day stretches. And that's how in the online portal, after every 10 days, we do an assessment, a review, and you can also earn points. So again, there's a point system in there for when you open the emails, when you click on the emails, when you take action, because every day you're going to have a challenge. So for example, it can be, let's say you're on day number 15. It might say, hey, today's activity, John, is for you to be able to ask for help in achieving this goal, or to be able to go and be a blessing to someone in a tangible way today. That's the simple goal. And so you're going to go ahead and execute on that. So, but if you don't take action, you lose a point. If you don't open the email, you lose a point. Okay, and all of that is tracked. Okay, that's a praise God for technology on that sense. So you can redeem your points at the end of every 10 days, and you can also let it accumulate, because the more points you have is the more things you can win. So you can win stuff like t-shirts, you can win other accessories, books, courses, all of these things. I think there might even be coaching, consulting in there. But you can win. The more points you have, of course, is the more prizes you can claim. So that's kind of just making it a little fun, a little exciting, and a little incentive for you to take action on your major goal. Now, the deadline. Keep an eye on the deadline. Alrighty. Deadline is important, but we already know this is a set deadline. We only have 2 more of these challenges in 2019. Okay. So if you are behind on your goals, or you're trying to catch up, or you've abandoned a goal that you really think that this should have been something that I wanted to do, maybe a resolution you gave up on, right? So what you should know in Strategic Secrets, we don't call them resolutions anymore, because resolutions are like wishes. So we want to talk about goal setting and goal achievement. But nonetheless, if you have a resolution that you've abandoned and you want to pick it back up again, this is an opportune moment for you to put some fire behind yourself and get it done. So again, it's going to be from August the 1st, which is next week, next Thursday, August the 1st to September the 10th. Then we're going to, share our stories, share some feedback. You get to rejoice. If you like the results, you enter the next one. The last one is going to be from October the 1st. Okay. And we go 40 days from there. So that's the end of the year, my friends. I mean, if you don't get it done now, it's going to be hard to do, because we've been procrastinating all year. There are only 5 more months in this year. You have to make a difference. Trust me. I have found that when you do these type of goals, when you are focused, laser focused, I shared with you already my strategy in the past. I do this 40-day challenge because we're faith-based people, right? So I go by the number 100. We help people write books in 100 days, coach them in 100 days, produce something in 100 days. We find that to be a lot of time for them. But most people, again, they can't justify, where does that come from? We know 90 days, 100 days, but that's how I go. So, I do that 3 times a year, and that's pretty much how I set my goal. Like I share with you, this is one of the Freedom Journal, accomplishing your goals in 100 days, right? So this is built every single day. There's something for you to write and do. Then we have the Mastery Journal, Master Productivity, Discipline, and Focus in 100 days. So these are 2 different sets of journals. And of course, we've gone through many of them. You see there's notes all over. There's stuff to be done. I have sermon notes and ideas and topics to talk about, ideas for books, people to bless, all these different type of things that we did. So for example, here's one, day 100, right? Day 100 here, my morning routine, what you're going to do for a session. So all of these are some ideas of what you can do. But that's really what I want to let you know today. So I think we've gone through a lot of information. So we're going to pretty much, if you have any questions, we'll take them. If not, we'll wrap it up. So yesterday I got on, we talked about, where we are on our journey, some big things that are happening. We shared that we sent out a survey. And if you haven't taken that survey yet and you're on our email list, please try to go back and take that survey, because what we're trying to do is we are fine-tuning and even narrowing down our focus some more to truly help professionals or entrepreneurs or faith ministry people who have a desire to truly make an impact, but not only an impact in the temporal sense, but an eternal impact, because when you are blessed, you are able to bless others. And that's what we're all about, right? We talk about the kingdom agenda. And that's what we try to focus on, those set of people more than anything else, because we have found that those folks are movers and shakers, and they truly want to make an eternal good. Another thing is, so you will let us know specifically what do you want to learn about, so that way we're not just teaching you our own things, we're teaching you the stuff that you want to know. So you want to know about specifically, again, we talk about specific, no generics. We want to know how to set up our coaching business, how to set up and manage my website, what software tools am I supposed to use, how to develop an email list, how to market on Facebook, how to market on YouTube specifically. And so when you do those things, it helps us now in creating content that are only totally relevant for you, because again, that's one of the things that we try to do differently. Strategic Secrets University, if you go on the page, right, strategicsecrets.com/courses, you will notice part of our banner and description says relevant, right? Relevant education and training. So it means we're not teaching you necessarily what they're teaching you in college. That's not, we're not that type of university. We're not teaching what they're teaching you in church. Matter of fact, we teach you the stuff that they don't teach you over there. Because if they teach it in the church, then go there and get it, right? You already attend there, so why not, get it there? But we're teaching the stuff that people are not teaching, and also the stuff that are game changers in our society, because many people are still operating on the old principles, old models, and they're not getting with the new paradigms. And that's why we want to focus again on professionals, entrepreneurs, ministry leaders, these kind of people who already have that drive, that mission-minded focus, that tenacity, and the determination to succeed and make a difference. And they're generally ahead of the curve. And so that's the kind of people we want to do, while everybody else take their time and catch up. That's cool with us. We're okay with that. So that's how we want to differentiate ourselves. Okay. So we're here to bless everybody. We work with everybody as much as we can personally. But when it comes to this stuff, we have to distinguish ourselves. So we are here to do three things. Number one is, at Strategic Secrets, our goal is to equip and empower you with the tools and strategies that you need to be able to fund your dreams, to sustain your mission, message, or cause, and monetize your skills. That's it. We don't have any other agenda. That's what we're all about here. So if you want to monetize your skills, if you want to fund your dream, if you want to make a difference, if you want to be able to sustain your mission, your message, cause, make that lasting impact, then we are the community for you. If not, it is fine. There are many other communities out there, and we want you to be part of something. So find a community that resonates with what you are all about. If this resonates with you, then you're in the right place. Okay? So I leave you with that. Remember, please go right now to strategicsecrets.com/challenge, or if you're right now watching this on your mobile device, right below the screen, you will notice a reserve your seat link. Please go ahead and click there and join the 40-Day Greatness Challenge. The 40-Day Greatness Challenge is all about achieving a major tangible goal, making a difference and an impact in just 40 days in one area of your life, in your family life, and also blessing total strangers outside. That's the ripple effect. That's the trifecta type of blessings that we try to give and do in our lives and in our clients and our community's life. Okay, so click on that. If you have any question, let us know. So these couple of days is leading up to the launch on August the 1st. So please get in now. On August the 1st, you wouldn't be able to get in because that's the beginning. So I think there's a clock on there. When you click on this link, you should be able to see a clock. If not, just know that the clock is ticking. So I'm on here every day helping you to clarify and to get your goals going together. So if you need help, please send us a message. We'll help you to clarify your goals and be able to even work on the plan of how do we achieve it. So if you need some help on that, we want to be able to help you. So before every 40-day challenge, of course, the beginning period is planning phase. So right now, that's what we are in. So yesterday I was on, today I'm on. We're not going to be on tomorrow, but on Sunday at 7 p.m., I'll be back on again. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be on again at 4 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, I'm on at 4 p.m. to be able to answer your question and also to be able to help you to make this dream become a reality. Please share this with somebody. Please share the link. You're going to get a replay link if you want here. If not, you can go to strategicsecret.com/weekly replay and you'll be able to share that link. We want you to maybe recruit some people, because we're looking for 40 people. That's how we do it. 40 people who can make an impact in 40 days in 40 different people's lives. That's the kind of way we want to do it. So if that were to take place, it means that we can impact at least 1,600 people at a time. So we do this about maybe three times a year, 4 times a year maximum. So that's the kind of stuff that we wanted to do. So we only have 2 more to do before the year is out. So please join us this one. And if you like it, then I recommend that we join the next one in October. But I don't want you to wait and say, oh, well, I'll just wait till October. Come on, my friends, you're gonna waste and blow $40. So it's just $1 a day already. And that is to really help you, to incentivize you, and also to, to put your money where your mouth is. That's another form of motivation. And plus, again, it helps the community move forward. It helps us to be able to do all this blessing that we're doing, helping many other people and nonprofit organizations and all of these good stuff that we do. Alrighty, so thank you very much. I hope that was a blessing for you. So please enjoy your weekend, and remember to join us back here again on Sunday at 7 p.m. Take care. Bye-bye.